Good morning. Welcome to the Cash Corner. I am back out at my favorite park in Memphis. And what you're seeing is they're setting up for what's called Starry Nights around the holidays, normally around Thanksgiving. They'll be open. The park will be open at night, and cars can come through and drive and see the park lit up. It's beautiful, actually. So they've already set up some of the ornaments that will be lit up. Hopefully starting around Thanksgiving. It takes a long time to set all this up. This park is pretty big, and most of it will be lit up for the drivers that can come through here. And I think once a week they open it up to runners and walkers, and you can come through with your bicycle as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Looks like one of them is already lit up. Let's take a look-see. Oh, actually, it's not lit up. It's just the ornaments on it making it look like it's lit up. So this will be covered in lights. It's already covered in lights. And it's going to be real pretty when they open up the park. Probably in about a month or so. So since the last time we were together, I've completed, I know, at least 2 races. I did a 5K here in Memphis, which was the Chris Hope. You can go back and check out my video about that. It was a 5K. And I visited another state. I actually got on a plane and flew to Colorado. It was the virtual Boulder-thon. Virtual meaning you could just run it anywhere. Because the real race, live race, quote unquote live race, has been postponed till April of next year. So I'll be going back to Denver, Colorado next year, if not sooner. I had such a good time. Oh my gosh. So go back and check out my video about us climbing the baby incline in Castle Rock. That was so much fun. Right after we had ran 13 point whatever miles, and then we went to Castle Rock and did the incline. That was a lot of fun. This is real cute. As I was saying before, this park will be hosting Starry Nights. And about a month or so, I usually turn the lights on, I think around Thanksgiving. I'll make sure I get out here for that. You see Frosty at the bottom of the hill. This is going to be real pretty when they're done. The reason I started this channel was to document my quest to complete a half marathon in all 50 states and Washington, D.C., hopefully. And I've been going in alphabetical order. And I took a break. We left off with, I think it was Iowa. No, Kentucky. My bad, Kentucky, because I talked about the bluegrass. So the next letter is L, and the only state is Louisiana. It's hard to believe that as long as I stayed, which was 10 years, I lived in New Orleans for 10 years, I never completed a half marathon while I lived there. I wasn't really a distance runner at the time. I think the most I ran was a 10K. Did a lot of 5Ks and a couple of 10Ks while living there. But then I moved to Memphis and I started distance running in 2011, I believe. And actually my first half marathon was out here at this park. It's called the Green Line. And it was a half marathon. It's my first one. I trained. I thought I trained pretty well, but you just never know until you get out there. And it was a struggle. I think I finished in 3:11, something like that. But back to the state of Louisiana. I did the Big Easy Running Festival. Actually, I did it in 2016 and 2017. So in the background, you can see another ornament for Starry Nights, another decoration. It's a big old teepee of gift boxes. All right, so back to Louisiana and the Big Easy Running Festival, which I said I did in 2016 and 2017. 2016 was my best time. I think it was 2 hours and 54 minutes. And then I did 2017, and it took me a little bit longer. My husband went with me this time, and of course his time was much better than mine. I think I finished in 3:08, 3 hours and 8 minutes. The race took place Saturday, November the 18th, which is the Saturday, I think it was the Saturday before Thanksgiving. It's always the weekend before Thanksgiving. I'm not sure if they're going to have it this year or not because of COVID. But I've done it twice, so I don't plan on going back down there to do it again. I enjoy running in New Orleans. It's flat, and you really have to watch your step, though, because the streets downtown New Orleans are fairly bad. The one thing that made my time a little bit longer this time is that they installed or built, or the course went through an area where there was a hill. And I was like, what is this hill doing here? It wasn't here last year. So that's what made my time a little bit longer. Plus my husband had texted me a picture, and it upset me. His chest was bleeding. And he had to take off his shirt. And I was just really concerned about him. So, but we finished, He finished before me, and I was happy about that, and he was fine. We just had to get some Band-Aids for him, or he had stopped bleeding by the time we got to the finish line. So just a little bit about the course. It starts downtown New Orleans at the Superdome, and it meanders through downtown a little bit. And then we head out to a part of New Orleans that I don't remember going to while living there. Mainly because it was a bad area. But it's changed over the past 10 years. It's really not a bad area. It takes you on this trail. And normally with races, they want you to see the scenic part of the city, or historic part of the city. And it did. I remember, I think it was the 9th ward. I may be wrong, because even when I lived there, I didn't know what ward I stayed in. And then it went through a certain park. Then it went over this gigantic hill that wasn't there in 2016. Then it was out and back, I believe. I believe it was an out and back. And then we made our way back downtown, and the finish line was at the Superdome. So there's no complaints about this course at all. It was 90% flat, except for this one hill that the course ran through this time. I guess to make it more challenging, which I don't mind. I just didn't know it was going to be there, and it was really surprising. It wasn't an easy hill. It was really a steep hill, and you had to go over it twice. Going and coming back because it was out and back. So that was Louisiana, the Big Easy Running Festival. I highly suggest it. Go down there, check out New Orleans, which is a great city to visit, of course. And the race wasn't too bad. Actually, in November, the weather was perfect. I may do it again. I don't know. I said I wasn't, but we'll see. And like I said, I don't know if it's still going on this year because of COVID. I did check online and I haven't heard anything. So maybe. We'll see. Might have something to do around Thanksgiving because I am taking some days off from work. So that was Louisiana. And the next state will be the state of Maine. And whew, when I tell you I had a time in Maine, my time was terrible. It was part of a back-to-back weekend with New Hampshire. I got a hold of some bad chowder. So, combination of all those things, and I'm just happy I made it to the end of the race in one piece. It was just, we'll talk about it. We're going to talk about it. So, thanks for checking out my video. As always, please like, subscribe, and share. I do appreciate it. And if you want to check out my previous videos, I would appreciate that as well. Hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.